How you doing, all you YouTubers? I hope you're doing good and getting on with life okay. So what I want to recap what happened to me 2 years and a couple months ago. I fell off a roof, landing on my head on the concrete, about 12 feet. My skull concaved in. I had 14 breaks on 4 ribs, collapsed lung, separated shoulder, and a ruptured eardrum, and a blood clot about this big on the side of my brain. So I want to talk to you about positive thinking and just keep on wanting to live and keep on going, because like I said in another video, everything does change when you have a brain injury, and people on the outside, like in my case, I'm doing okay, I'm starting to do okay, and people on the outside really don't see it. But for me, everything has changed. A lot of things I could do before I had the accident I can't do now, but you got to make up for it in different ways, just because a certain part of your brain is damaged doesn't mean another part of your brain can't open up and do extra work. Because that's like I'm seeing a neuropsychologist now. 2 years later, I requested to see one, but now I'm seeing one that's doing me a lot of good. So don't ever be afraid to talk to anybody about how you feel in your accident. So anyways, like I said, this side of my brain, maybe 20%, 30% of it's broken. It's gone. This is the way I look at it anyways. It's gone. So you gotta make up for that with another part of your brain, which I have. Like I said, a lot's been taken away from me. I was roofing with my buddy since I've been 13 years old. I can't roof anymore. I don't want to fall, even trip and hit my head. I'm an iron worker by trade. I went to school for that. I can't iron work anymore because I just don't want to leave the ground. And I'm a class 1 truck driver, so I can drive the big rigs, but I can't do that anymore because my processing and my vision isn't as good as it was before, so I don't have fast enough reflexes to be able to do that. So like I said, a lot of things have been taken away from me, and but that hasn't stopped me. I'm still right now, I'm just kind of living in the moment and doing what I got to do to keep on keeping on, I guess. So something quickly I want to talk about when I was recovering. I had 3 craniotomy surgeries in this short but long span of 8 months. I talked about what made me have 3 surgeries in the last video, so if you want to watch those. But something I didn't talk about when I did the videos is about, I don't know, 7 months after I started recovering, I sat at home, at the table, the dining room table, and I wrote a book. Yep, I wrote a book. Nobody in their lifetime, not even me, thought that I would ever write a book. You should see my writing. It's worse than a 2-year-old's. I hand wrote it, page by page. So it's about 200 pages. There's some pictures. There's a few pictures in there for people that can't read very well. But it's just about all the tragedies that I've had growing up. Some positive stuff, some negative stuff. But it's basically about the injury that I had falling off the roof. And it's called The Willpower to Live. You can buy it online, whatever. It's $20 or something. I don't believe me, and believe me a lot, I do not expect to make money on this book. I just got a royalty check for $4 in the mail, so it's pinned on the wall downstairs. But The Willpower to Live. You can buy it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, wherever. Just type it on Google and it will pop up. But like I said, I don't expect to make any money. I'm not trying to sell it to you, believe me. But it's just about dealing with what I got to deal with now. That's why I'm doing these videos, because I'm still dealing with what I got to deal with to try and become what I was in some ways, I guess. Okay, and another thing that I want to talk about is you see all these pictures that I've done in each video. Each one of the pictures have been different. I just wanted, it's kind of like a subliminal message or something. But listen, this is true. This is on my mother's name, my mother's grave. This is on my son's life, that I could not draw before I got hurt. I couldn't even draw a stick man. I could doodle, I could draw flames or something, whatever. Anybody could do that, but I couldn't draw, nothing at all. So, this accident I've always wanted to be able to draw. I have all my buddies that could draw. I always ask them to draw me stuff and stuff like that. And, I love tattoos and stuff like that. But, so I have been able to learn how to draw. So I guess my artistic side of my brain is kind of opened up, and I see things a lot differently, and it's kind of neat. It's kind of like Japanese, all my stuff. I love the Asian culture, so like lots of the stuff is like Japanese kind of wind stuff. That's really stuff's wind and whatever, Buddhas and whatnot. But I'm going to put some pictures online here so you can see them. But like I said, I couldn't draw before I got hurt. And this is, drawing this picture right here, this is probably like, I started to draw 5 months prior to that. So that's what I can draw after drawing for 5 months. It's like, it's charcoal. And I'm not saying that's the best by all means, but I look at it and I still can't believe that I can draw that in those different pictures, because who knows. So the main thing with that is, in the book, is you got a brain injury, learn how to use your brain in a different way. That's what I've had to do. I use my brain in a different way. This book and those pictures, I never, ever, ever would have done before I got hurt. So I hope that some positive outlook for any of you with brain injuries, because like, hey, I might be talking and look normal to you, but believe me, I don't feel it. And maybe one day I'll wake up and I'll be like, hey, something's different. I feel normal again, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So here's some pictures for you of my drawings, just to let you know, like, this can happen. You just got to push, and you got to trust in yourself, and you got to have positive thinking. I swear to God, that's the biggest thing, is think positive, because like I said, it only gets better. So here's the pictures that I've drawn. I've drawn these in the last 4 months, and they're all pretty big like this. They're mostly bigger than this one. But we'll see you next video.
Riding all night on my duster all day makes me feel alright. Riding all night on my duster all day makes me feel outside. Duster.